Hello, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts, at Times Tarot-Scopes. We're going to be doing the Tarot-Scopes for the sign of Virgo. That's Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Mercury rules Virgo. We start the month with Mercury retrograde in Taurus, right? In Taurus. So Taurus is your ninth house, Virgo. And so I think what you've been really struggling with, or actually maybe not so much of a struggle, but certainly a review, is a review around your beliefs, and especially your beliefs about what you deserve, what you deserve. Now, Pluto, which is now in Aquarius, stations retrograde on the 1st of March, excuse me, of May, and then moves backwards until it's out of the sign again and back into Capricorn. And that happens on June 11th. So we do have, for the rest of the month, we do have Pluto in Aquarius, but it is moving backwards, and it's going over all the progress that it's made, and it's made quite a bit of progress. It's been a lot of changes and a lot of shifts since Pluto went into Aquarius. We get to review that. We also have your ruling planet, Mercury, changing signs, changing direction on the 14th. It goes direct, yay. But it is in its shadow for the rest of the month, so it doesn't actually get out of its shadow to the beginning of June, but things will start to loosen up a bit. Mercury in Taurus can be issues around abundance or money or resources, confusion, and the like about that. So there's that. And we also have Mars, the planet of action, moving into Leo. And we have Jupiter moving into Taurus. So that Jupiter moving into Taurus makes a nice trine to your Virgo planets. And so you're going to have this support of Jupiter as it moves through Taurus, and it's there for a year. So there'll be a lot of Jupiter offers information, it offers understanding, it offers generosity, it offers for things to free up. So even though there may be something that happens that you feel like, well, this is what Jupiter's doing, this doesn't feel so good, but it is actually ultimately freeing you up, which is good, because we can sort of get stuck. Especially Virgo can sometimes get stuck in the details. There is a full moon solar eclipse in Scorpio and Taurus. Taurus, of course, the sun's in Taurus, the moon in Scorpio. It's at the 15th degree, which is a world point, which is also indicating that there's big changes. And it's an eclipse, and eclipses usually sort of ramp up our evolution, whether we like it or not. All right, what else is going on? I think that's all I want to say. If you wanted a bigger, broader view of what's going on for the month of May, you can check out my Astrology and Kabbalah of May 2023. That should be out right around the time that this comes out. So you can look for that. And let's get going. I'm going to start with a oracle card. I'm using the Soulflower Plant Spirit Oracle deck. Last month I used the Star Seed, and so I went to the stars last month, and this month I'm going to the ground that is beneath our feet in honor of spring here in New England. Everything is getting much, much greener, not much warmer, but much greener, and the trees are starting to bud out, and things are starting to flower. It's an exciting time of rebirth. And as many of you who live in northern climes understand how important that is, because sometimes the winters or the darkness can seem interminable. All right, let's see what we have here. What do we have? We have lumbago, understanding. That is a Jupiter energy, that understanding. Okay, let's see. Let me pull it up. I'll put it up so you can look at it. It's a beautiful card, and I'll read what it says. LMNOP. Okay, here we go. And I will hold it up. Here we go, Plumbago. Plumbago connects you with the depths of your psyche and assists you with understanding your shadow side. It is understanding that allows you to practice self-compassion and forgiveness, release feelings of shame, blame, guilt, and self-judgment that may hold power over you and prevent your growth. Virgos are pretty famous for being hard on themselves. So stop it. Are you afraid to show the world your true self? Are you hiding behind emotional and metaphorical structures, labels, and programming that have kept you safe and contained and acceptable? Plumbago wants you to see through these structures, these masks, these labels, and help you to understand why you created them in the first place. There is no shame, blame, or judgment here, only the soft light of illuminating the voice of our shadows. The voice is telling us that we are not good enough, so that we hide our truth. We put on a mask or socially acceptable makeup to cover the parts of ourselves that we believe need to be hidden for fear of ridicule and humiliation, for fear of being misunderstood or worse, unlovable. After a while, it's hard to tell the difference between what is us and what is our mask. Eventually, we forget who we truly are, and our bodies start to ache and suffer through the act, not letting up until they get our attention. Plumbago wants us to become aware of our masks and what we are hiding, those perceived spiky, awkward, unlovable parts of ourselves that would rather not show that we would rather not show the world. Eventually, we will find the courage to have a much closer look at each of those spikes, and upon closer examination, realize that they aren't so scary after all. In fact, as we embrace each one, we realize that it is a unique part of ourselves, not something to hide, but something which actually contains a beautiful bud, an amazing flower just waiting to bloom. Ultimately, we recognize that the parts of ourselves we had deemed unworthy and unlovable might just be the keys to our personal truth. The truth of who we can be, the truth of who we are can be found in our shadow. Understanding. Okay, I'm going to use the Arcanum deck, and we're going to do a tarot spread. Sorry. Allergies in the morning, just like crazy. And of course, now everything's blooming, so it's a little bit more crazy. And then you have like spring cleaning and dusting and opening the windows, and all the dust in the house that's been sitting there all winter is flying around. So it's a slow waking up and opening up with the season. And sometimes it creates a little naughty girl, you. All right, we're almost ready. See what do the cards have to say for Virgo. Virgo are beautiful little Virgos. Starting the month with Mercury retrograde. Now the next Mercury retrograde is going to be in Virgo, I think. Yes. All the Mercury retrogrades are completely in the Earth signs, except for the last one, which is might also, I don't know if it has time in Libra. I haven't looked. I apologize for not knowing. But don't worry about that. You have this month ahead of you. You have this month ahead of you. All right. Let's see what we got, guys. Oops. That was there. Okay. Ooh, messages coming in. Messages, keep your ears open. There are some messages coming. What's challenging that? Strength, interesting challenge. Are you strong enough to hear what needs to be said? Maybe that's what that's about. I'll have to tell you, you are. You are. Underneath it all, we have the Page of Swords. This is information coming in. A lot of pages here. Pages are generally messages. This page is one who's willing to who's very circumspect, listens to the wind, watches for the signs. And so messages are coming in, but they're coming in on different levels. It's not just somebody like coming into your office saying, hey, Virgo, this is what's going on. No, this is like messages from spirit, messages from people, messages from just observing your environment. There are messages coming in. We have the Knight of Wands in the past, so you have been thinking about maybe taking your or you've taken steps to move forward to sort of put not so much put your money where your mouth is, but more put your actions where your heart is. What do you believe? What is it what's important to you, and what are you willing to fight for? In the sky, we have the Six of Pentacles, so there looks like there's some sort of compensation coming your way. If there may be money that you weren't expecting, or there may be money that you are expecting. This could be a legal matter that comes to fruition, and you actually start to see things even out. This could be like a severance pay or something where you should have gotten money and you didn't, but it comes to you. Let's see your immediate future. It's about standing your ground. You got to stand your ground. You got to stand up for yourself. And you're valuable. So people, you're valuable, and people really need you and need what you can bring. And Virgos tend to be humble, but being too humble sometimes doesn't serve you, because people think they can take advantage, and it doesn't matter to you. But you have to stand your ground, and you're going to be asked to stand your ground this month. How it's seen from the outside, there are things about you that people weren't aware of. You're a little bit of a mystery, and there are things being revealed. Your domestic situation, we have the Eight of Cups. Now, domestic can be your home, but it can also be your work. It can be where you've put a lot of energy. It looks like you're turning your back on things that are no longer spiritually fulfilling for you. And part of that has to do with your home life. Maybe you're moving, maybe you've lived in a place and it's no longer amenable to you, and now you're looking for a place, a more spiritual home. And so that's something that's happening. In the hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Swords. It depends on your point of view as to whether this is a hope and a fear, because the Queen of Swords can be a woman with great instinct, with great judgment. You can't get past her. You know, these are the Letitia Jameses and the Fonnie Willises and those people, those women who hold the sword of justice, and hold it reverently, because they know the power that they have, and what they've had to go through to gain the wisdom that they have. So if you have gained the wisdom by what you've gone through, know that there's nothing to fear. You have the capacity to wield the sword if you must. We have the outcome as the Queen of Pentacles. I like this. This is a Capricorn. No, this is a Taurus vibration. Remember, Jupiter's in Taurus. So this is about understanding the true value of things. It's fertile. There's a lot of fertility. So there's actually quite a bit of opportunity for money to come your way. Maybe perhaps a new job, perhaps a new adventure of some sort. And it's available to you. So if there is something in your life that is not spiritually fulfilling, and you're worried that, well, if I let go of this, what will I have? You will have a lot. There's a lot there to have. There's a lot being offered. We have the Five of Wands. I'm just going to pick three to see if we can get a major arcana to end up this reading. And we have the Hanged Man. It's going to require you to look at things from a different perspective. It's important that you do that, and you stay connected to source and to cosmic consciousness. That's why I think it's important for you to watch for the signs, because they're not all going to come out of somebody's mouth, or they're not all going to come out of somebody on television telling you what's going on in the world. It's going to come through nature, so pay attention. Underneath, we have the Emperor, which is about dominion over your life. The Queen of Pentacles, which is also a kind of dominion. This is a warm, generous, loving woman in charge. And we have the Page of Pentacles, which is another indication of new opportunities coming to you. So there's a lot of newness coming in. You may have a little bit of self-doubt, but believe in yourself, and things are going to work out as they need to for you in order for you to have the courage to do what's most important for you, which isn't always something that you do. So, all right, that's what I see, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. If you'd like a reading with me, you can do that. There's a link below. I do hour and hour and a half readings, numerology, Kabbalah, and numerology, Kabbalah, and astrology. It's a combination reading. If you want to know what that's like, you can check out any of my videos on like famous people that I've done. I even had one I did on Tucker Carlson months and months ago. And I've done them on AOC, and I've done them on Trump and all his cohorts. So you can check that out on my website. I mean, on my YouTube channel. If you want to support my work through Patreon, you can do that. Patreon people do get a few extra. They get mostly stuff early. I have yet to organize it so that you can get something amazing. And I'm working on it. And if you just want to support my work, a thumbs up or a share is a great way to get into the algorithm, as it were. So more people can be exposed to what I have to offer. And I think it's good. So I appreciate your help in that. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful month. Like, subscribe, and I will see you again next month for the Tarot-Scopes for the month of June 2023 for the sign of Virgo. Until then, have faith. Have faith. Take care, everyone. Namaste.